Hello, good evening. I'm glad to be here this evening to anchor this program. I have a guest on tonight's program. She's a mental, health coach, Mrs. Bukola. She'll be up shortly. But I want you to know that when I organize or when I do programs like this, it's for your benefit, it's for your profiting, and it's please let me I don't know what's wrong. There's something up with this. Okay. When I'm having programs like this, I want you to take it very seriously. For example, tonight's program is for basically your children because the theme is the future me is watching. The future me is watching. So if you have your children there with you, I want you to bring them closer. I want you to call their attention so that they will be able to, benefit from, this program tonight. And make sure they are not distracted. Make sure that they are focused. So while I wait for my guest, please just hold on. Let me try to bring her on. I'm sure she has lots, for us tonight. Are you there, ma? Please, can you send me a request so that I'll bring you up? Can you send me a request, please? Okay, she's there. Okay, let me invite her and let me bring her on. It's somehow blurry. I don't know, but I'll be able to fix it, I'm sure. Okay, let me plug this one. When it goes low, I'll call you. So I think the thing is trying to connect. You will soon be in the camera. You'll soon be on screen. Okay. Okay, thank you. So, connection failed. Okay, let me try again. Okay. I think it's the network now. I think it's the network. Okay, let's keep trying. The network is somehow, it's about to rain. The weather is very windy. So I'm guessing it's affecting and interrupting the connectivity. But let's see what pans out. Ah, let's see what pans out, okay? So tonight, I believe that your children are going to be gaining a lot, although I was rather very passive with publicity, maybe because I have lots on my plate. I wasn't really, as I usually be. Whenever I'm having any program, I usually make sure that I'm very loud with notifications and all. But this time, I don't know why. I didn't really publicize this program. And nonetheless, I believe that the Lord will help us and we'll be able to do this. Sister Buki, I'm trying to bring you on. I don't know what's happening. And we already test run in the afternoon. And when we test run, it was successful. I was able to bring her on camera. I don't know what's happening now. Maybe I need to change my location within my house to see. Okay, I think I test ran in the room, in my bedroom earlier. So let me try and, yes, Mrs. Olusa, let me leave the living room and go to the bedroom. Maybe perhaps I'll be able to get it right. So when I get it right, then maybe I'll probably do it here. Okay, it's showing adding now. It's showing adding. It's showing adding. Let's see if it will be able to successfully connect. If it does, then we'll be able to proceed. Okay, let's just see, please. Okay. Oh, network failed. Oh, Mrs. Olusa, surely this is the network. Oh, this is the network. This is the network. Okay, let's keep trying. Let's try a few times more and see if we'll be able to successfully connect. I don't know what all this is. Holy Spirit, can you help me? I really want to have this program and I need your help, sweet Holy Spirit. Please help me. Holy Spirit, help me, help me. Okay. I don't know. This is the network. Let me try and bring Mrs. Olusa up. Maybe it will connect. I just want to be sure that it's not the network at my end. I don't know. Let's see. Please hold on. And you know, we were supposed to have this program last weekend, but I postponed it. Why did I even postpone it? Okay, that was the day we lost Buhari, and the network was agog with news about his passing. So I told Mrs. Buki that the people are so distracted now. Let's just postpone till next weekend. And here we are next weekend with a very windy and cloudy weather that is trying to impede the success of connectivity. But I'm trusting that the Lord will still help us because the children are going to be, oh goodness, the children are going to be getting, they are going to be getting a lot of values from this program. Okay, but if it doesn't connect, I'll just switch it to perhaps a short charge or something. But I really want Mrs. Buki on this program. You know, that lady is loaded. She's mentally, aware about the demands of our children mentally. You know, she'll be able to feed them. She'll be able to give them a certain mindset realignment that I need. Okay, let me bring Mrs. Olusa and see if I don't know what's happening. Mrs. Buki, how is the weather at your end? Is it likewise cloudy? It's very cloudy here at Obaile. It's very cloudy. Okay. It's very cloudy here at Obaile. You know, it's about to rain. There's so much cool breeze going on. And let's just see. I don't understand. Please just hold on. I won't take much of your time. If we try it 5 minutes more and it doesn't connect, then I'll probably just end the live broadcast. But let me just try my best. I hope my best will be good enough. Let me just try it. Okay. Mrs. Olusa, báwo ni weather lọ́dọ̀ yín? Ṣójò fẹ́ rọ̀ náà Londo Road? Ṣé weather network náà bad ńbẹ̀ yẹn? Because Oba Ileba is so cloudy, so windy, it's so breezy. The devil is a liar. If I'm unable to successfully host this program tonight, then I have to crave the indulgence of Mrs. Bukola to perhaps maybe shift till tomorrow. Tomorrow, maybe 8 p.m. perhaps, when parents will be home to watch, you know. But let's still stretch our luck. Bukola Olanike Adediji. I'm still trying. If it doesn't connect here, I don't know. Mrs. Olusa, if I go to my guest's Facebook profile, maybe we should host it there and she should bring me on. If the weather at our end is okay, will she be able to bring me on? Maybe I should navigate to our own profile and we should have the program there. Or does it not matter? That if it doesn't go here to also not go there. I don't know, I'm just all muddled up mentally right now because I'm actually desperate to host this program tonight. Okay, it's showing adding and it's rolling on my screen right here. It's just showing adding and it's just circling around on the screen. Let's hope for success. The future me is watching. Imagine that topic. Very deep. The future me is watching. Maybe we have to shift it till tomorrow. If she will be chanced, let me look for something to talk about here. Because for those people already ready to hear me, I don't want to disappoint them. I'm a coach. There must be something I can talk about. While I'm still trying to bring my guests on, let me look for something, profitable too. Because for those of you that already have your children by your side, I'm sure those children are ready to learn from me. Okay, let me just go spiritual. Let me just go spiritual. It's showing adding. It's the network, Madam Buki. If we are unable to do it tonight, tomorrow we must. Maybe by 8 p.m. tomorrow or 9 p.m. I don't mind. 8 p.m. or 9 p.m. because I don't want us to postpone it too long again. Maybe tomorrow or maybe tomorrow morning. What time during the day would you be chanced, Sister Buki? If we can have it in the morning, I don't mind. I don't mind wherever I might be, either home, either office, whatever time we chat. Anyway, I'll chat you on WhatsApp. We can have it in the morning, in the course of the day. Parents will watch, and in the evening, when they get home, they can replay it for my children in school. You understand? So that in the evening, they can now play the video for their children. Maybe I'll chat you on WhatsApp. We'll fix a time. I don't mind morning or afternoon. I don't mind. I don't mind. So that we leave the video here and their children can still watch it in the evening. Do you understand, ma? So God bless you. You can rest. Let me try one more time. Please, one more time. One more time. One more time. If it doesn't connect, then I can excuse you so that you can thank for other things. Then I'll chat you on WhatsApp. But the devil is a liar. We are putting out this value. We are putting it out because I'm confident that yourself and myself will make a very, terrible combination for the kingdom of darkness. They will be so terrified, by the dimension and quality of value that will be feeding the minds of the children with. Okay. This is the last trial. If it doesn't go, then are you serious? It's connected. Hooray!
Oh my goodness.
I don't know why my screen is showing I'm coming. I'm coming, please. We'll still be able to watch. Okay, no, cancel. I don't know. The other part is showing dark. Your part is blackout at my end. I don't know the reason for that. But I know that by the time we post, it will show both of us. So let's ignore whatever and just proceed. So I'd like to introduce my guest, Mrs. Bukola Olanike Oladeji. She's a mental. Let me not tell you who she is. Let me just leave the floor to her to introduce herself. Then I will introduce the program. Then we go ahead. So, my guest, welcome. The devil is a liar. Ultimately, I've been able to bring you up. So, please introduce yourself to our audience.
All right. So thank you so much for having me. Thank you so much for the connection and the opportunity to be here. I always believe that every connection is destined by God. So I believe that this is going to be an opportunity to bless somebody, right? So thank you for having me. My name is Bukola Oladeji, and I'm a mental health practitioner. Besides being a mental health practitioner, I'm an HR consultant, I'm a marketing consultant, and I'm a certified life coach and a professional counselor as well. So, besides all that I have said about my professional journey, I'm also a parent to teenagers. I also have to counsel them because of the nature of what I do. So, that's the little I can say for now. As we journey through the program, I believe you'll be able to understand better.
Okay.
Okay, so let me yield my mic for now.
Okay. God bless you. It's a pleasure having you. The topic for tonight's dialogue is the future me is watching. You know, while we were contemplating and deliberating about the topic to discuss, you know, we pushed around a lot of topics and eventually we were able to settle on this one. The future me is watching. So if you are a parent here, this is a video your child ought to watch. If you have your children around you, you can call them to where you are so that they can watch this program. And if they are not with you, for those of you that have your children in the higher institution, if they have phones, send this link to them. Let them watch this program now. And also, when the program is over and done with on live here, we're going to leave it on the profile so that you can still visit it later and your child can watch. So the future me is watching. I believe this is a topic that would realign and reconstruct the mindset of our children. So, Mrs. Bukola, I want you to open the floor about the topic me is watching so that the parents and the children watching can have an insight about what tonight is on.
Okay, thank you so much. I would like to say that the meaning of that topic, the future me is watching, it simply means that every choices you make, the habits that you pick, and whatever it is that you're working on will determine the kind of future you have. The choices you make, the habits that you form, and the kind of vision you have about yourself and your future is the meaning of what the future me is watching is all about. Future me is watching. If you are going to have a kind of future that you desire, what are the choices you're making today? The choices you're making today will determine the kind of future you have. All right. So for someone that is transitioning, for someone that is like between the ages of 15 to 17, let me put it that way, you're likely to be transitioning from high school to to university or college. And I gave that age bracket because um, there's some people that, I mean, people will live abroad. The age grade will affect the stage that they are. So I intentionally put that transitioning age. The choices you make, what are the choices you make? You should be responsible to know that the choices you make will affect your life in the next 5 years. The habits you pick, the kind of future that you have pictured, which is your vision, will determine your outcome, will determine what you would come up with, what your life will be like in the next 5 years, in the next 10 years. So that is what the introduction I would like to give to the future me is watching. So it has to do with choices, it has to do with habits, it has to do with vision. Most teenagers, they believe that they are wiser than everybody. Trust me, all of them, they believe that they know better. Some of them try to be manipulative because they believe that you're not Gen Z like us. You don't have what it takes to understand what we're going through. We are more exposed. They believe that they are more exposed, right? So the truth is the adults know better than them, but they don't know. They don't know. So if we get them to know that the choices you make, the habits you form and the kind of vision you desire for yourself will determine how far you go in life. That will help them navigate through that journey.
Okay. Okay. Thank you so much. So, as an addition to what you have said, when you hear the future is watching, I want you to know, dear younger child, dear adolescent, dear young adult, that success never happens by a single cataclysmic event. Neither does failure happen by a singular grand event. Success happens by every single thing you do right, while failure also happens by every single thing you fail to do right. Every
Yes.
single mistake you make, every single negligence, every single laziness, every single act of nonchalance totals up to give you a future of failure. Do you understand? So everything you do from now adds up. So I want you to see this very moment as the beginning of the rest of your life. That from right now, I can reconstruct my mindset and begin to live my life a certain way so that I can grow into a certain future. All right. So future you is watching. That means everything you are doing now, you are preparing for the future you want to grow into. When you see an adult now that is a failure, the failure did not just happen like magic. It did not just
Yes.
come upon him in a single day. It's as a result of the mistakes he made when he was like you. The days of negligence, the days of postponement, the days of delay. When he was supposed to read, he did not read. When he was supposed to say no, he did not say no. When he was supposed to go a certain direction, he swam against the current. Okay, so future me is watching. Means you must have the consciousness and awareness of where you are going. You carry it consciously in your subconscious mind and in your conscious mind that this is the future I want to grow into. This is who I want to become. And for me to be able to become this and get to this kind of life, there are sacrifices I need to make from now. There are things I need to intentionally start doing. And there are some other things I need to look away from. Do you understand? Mrs. Buki, please, I want you to shed more light on the topic future me is watching as we go on.
Thank you so much. The future me is watching. If we say the future me is watching, the first step that we're supposed to navigate if we're going to have the positive result when it comes to the future me is watching is what vision, what picture do you have about your future? What desire, how do you see your future? What do you intend to achieve in life? As much as the vision may not be clear, but you should have an idea of what it is that you want to achieve in the next 10 years. For example, if I'm 15 today, in the next 10 years, I would like to have graduated from the university. For example, I would like to have finished my law school, and I would have loved to work for about 2 years. For example, that is a clear vision. As much as I don't have all that details, right? But I have the basic. I know where I'm going. I want to have become a lawyer, an established lawyer. I want to have been called a barrister. I want to have finished my law school at that particular age. That is my 10-year plan. What plan do you have? Is it clear? Have you written it down? Bible says that write the vision, make it plain, so that whoever sees it will run with it. What vision are you running with? If you don't have a vision, you'll be running somebody else's vision. That's another deep thing. So if you refuse to create this vision, I just cited this example. There are several ways that you can desire good things for your life. I want to have become a medical doctor. It takes a journey. That means that you will do away with distractions, because definitely some things will come to distract you. I was speaking with some teenagers today, and I said, you don't need a girlfriend. You don't need a boyfriend. One of them is 14, one of them is 16, one of them is 15, one of them is 16. And I said, do you think you can be proud to tell anybody what you're doing? And they said no. And I said, okay, so can we stop this? Because it's just distraction. So if you have a clear vision, you will know that some things are distraction. I won't need to tell you, because those things that are distraction, they won't get you the desired result. Having a boyfriend or a girlfriend, I won't be the one to tell you that they are distraction. As much as you're growing, you desire to explore yourself, right? Your physical body, you're seeing the changes, some desires are there, right? But you have to desire, you have to decide, am I responsible for this? Will this get me to that vision that I've drawn for myself, that I've mapped out, that this is what I intend to be in the next 10 years? If it is not going to, then that choice must be made. That will also bring us to habits. There are habits that we form as teenagers that they're like time bomb. Over time, they can destroy us. Some people are having issues in their marriages today because of habits that they picked as teenagers. They believe that it's okay now, what's the big deal? But the truth is, this habit will not only affect you, it will affect your spouse, it will affect your colleagues, it will affect everyone who relates with you in one way or the other. So it's a period of decision. It's a period of making a lot of choices. But one foundational thing that you must note is write the vision. What do you intend to achieve? As much as you journey through it, the vision will become clearer. It's a part of it that you must have, but it must be clearly written. This is what I want to achieve academically. Beyond academics, what is your spiritual desire? I mean, Joel 2:28 speaks to the fact that young children, they have a place they have a part to play in their spiritual journey. This is beyond the God that my father introduced to me. What is your walk with God? What will be said about you? What is that thing that you can say about your spiritual journey? So this should be beyond the God that your father or your mother introduced you to. It should be the God that you have developed a personal relationship with, because without him you can't navigate through life, right? Any little thing in this period, our young ones will say, and every little thing is affecting my mental health. And I always say that, ask them what's the meaning of mental health. They don't know. They don't know. Ask them. You said something is affecting. I'm scolding you for doing something wrong. I'm trying to hold you accountable for the choices you made, for a decision that you made that can destroy you in the future. You are telling me it's affecting your mental health. Most of them can't even spell that mental health. And those of them that can even spell it, they don't know the meaning of mental health. Mental health is that thing that affects you psychologically, emotionally, right? So if we say that everything is affecting my mental health, they don't know the meaning. And because they are trying to avoid accountability, they will say it's affecting their mental health.
Yes.
That's why we're speaking to choices, habits, and decisions, and the kind of vision that you desire to have. So if you're not going to be accountable, some adults are not accountable. As a youngster, as a teenager, they don't like to be accountable. And anyone that is not accountable is heading for destruction. That's the truth. Somebody should be able to hold you accountable for your decisions. You said that in 10 years, this is what I intend to achieve. That is the future you that is watching. Are you going to look back and have some regrets for the decisions that you failed to take, or that you failed to make, or that you refuse, or that the ones that you take that are not right? So what is it going to be for you? What's it going to be for you? Are you going to be glad you made that decision? Are you going to be glad that you avoided distractions as much as you will be thrown every time? You'll be introduced to drugs. That's the truth. Beyond your parents, that's the truth. You'll be introduced to terrible things when you get to the university. You know, in girls' hostel, some of the things that they do, the day that some parents know, they will be in shock. That's the truth. The things that our children are introduced to when they are in school, some of us, if we have not trained them to be able to make these decisions, you will be in shock. Your children will just say, okay. They will just fall to the pressure. So that's why we're saying that be responsible beyond what your mother is saying, beyond what your father is saying. What is it going to be for you? Your friend is introducing you to drugs, and he's telling you that when you take it, you will feel better. Guess what? Your friend is right. You will feel better that moment. But do you know the effect of addiction? You have set yourself up for what you cannot get over. Beyond the addiction, ask yourself, what benefit is this bringing to your life? Because these are the choices that we're talking about. These are choices that will lead to habits and that will lead to your vision. So is it going to be that when you are, when 10 years time, 15 years time, you would be regretting the choices that you failed to make, that you failed to choose, the power of choice, right? Every choice is a vote. Guess what? Even as adults, we get to make choices every day. You will have the option to do what is right. You will have the option to do what is wrong. Every day we are faced with these decisions. So why do you think some of us, right, we are able to make this right decision? It's from the discipline that we have picked as individuals. Because it's easier to make that decision because I know where I'm going to. I know where God is taking me, and I wouldn't want something that would tarnish that future that God has shown me. Right? I have these decisions to make. As much as everyone has a price, but I am at least I have an idea of what I intend to achieve. So anything that does not look like it, I'm able to say no, no. So the decisions that you make academically, the kind of choice, the kind of institution you go, the kind of friends you keep at this stage of your life, the influence your friends will have on you cannot be overemphasized. So what kind of friends do you choose? What daily habits do you adopt? What are the values you live by? Is integrity part of your value, for example? Is accountability part of your value? I always say, if I have to counsel couple, I say don't marry somebody that is not accountable to anybody. Do you know why? That person is time bomb waiting to explode. If somebody is not accountable to somebody, the person will end up being destroyed. Because as individuals, we all have times and seasons that, let me say the way my mentor would say, we all have times and seasons that the knot in our head will remove. So it will take somebody that is like an authority figure over us to say, no, what you're doing is wrong. And because you have seen that person as an authority figure, you'll be able to sit down, have a rethink, and say, okay, what I'm doing, is it actually right? So if you are not conscious of this kind of choices, it will affect you. Habits shape your identity. The truth is, if you start doing drugs today, for example, some people already have a perception of you, right? And there's a limit of responsibility that can be placed, that they can give you, because they feel that no, you have some habits that are not okay. So what are your personal vision? You need to reflect. Consider your core values and strengths. You should know your strengths now, and you should know a little about your weaknesses, and truly work on them. Nobody is perfect, that's understood, but you can consciously become a better person, an healthy person. God desires that we live a healthy person. God desires that we prosper, and also our soul must prosper. Mental health encompasses your spirit, soul, and body. Mine is a tripartite being. We are a spirit, we have a body, and do you understand? So it's three. If your physical body, you only invest in your physical body. Some of us as parents, what we do is we're only concerned about their education. We're concerned about what they wear.
School, yes, school
We
scores.
leave out their soul and emotion. We are not raising emotionally balanced children. And that's when any little thing they will say, mentally, is affecting my mental health. Every little thing, this generation is affecting my mental health. Give them a little tax, is affecting my mental health. And now they say they can't even spell it. Trust me, they cannot. They don't even know what is mental health. Are we all only concentrating on their physical body? Are we only giving them food? Are we only giving them clothes, designer clothes, just to fit into that class of the society? Or are we raising awesome children? Are we raising children that will throw their emotions anyhow, and we're not sitting them down and consciously guiding them through their emotions? Tell them how to manage their emotions, because it's our duty as parents to help them.
Yes.
Or we're also a bad example in that regard, right? Some of us are bad because these children, it's by what they see. They learn by what they see. It's beyond do what I do, don't do what I tell, don't do what I do. I mean, do what I tell you, don't do what I do. You know, that's another style of parenting. These
Yes,
children,
and they
they learn
likely
by
rather do
watching.
what you do.
Yes, it's not. My son told me something last week, and I was shocked. I told him I was supposed to make my daughter's hair because that's, as much as I'm a very busy person, that is a time to bond for me. That's a time to bond. It's my me time with my daughter. So I don't like her, no matter the hair she carries, except when I'm extremely busy. Even if it's braid, I'll sit down and make the hair because we have the time to talk about personal things. So she has been in my room for about 1 hour. I was actually tired because I came back from a trip that day and I was struggling to actually make the hair. But I didn't want her to go to church like that. So after about 1 hour, I now called my son that you have not even come to check up on the girls, how they are doing. If I've made your sister there, I don't think I'll be able to start. Meanwhile, I was almost done with the cornrow I was making. My son sent something from the living room. He said, I trust my mother. When she puts her mind to do something, she will get it done. I was like, wow.
That was
She said,
impressive.
honestly, that really ministered to me. That I had to ruminate over that these children are actually watching. And he now put a caveat. He said, except two things. When she says that she wants to sleep or she wants to rest, she may not do it. When she says she wants to watch a movie, she wants to see a movie, she may never carry that house because I don't have time. I'm glad that he was able to say that about me. So when I give them tasks, I always challenge them by my own example. So this is not about what I do. I tell them every day I have choices to make. That's the truth. But why am I making the right choices? Because if those choices do not align with my purpose, if they don't align with what I intend to achieve, I would rather I can do without them, right? So there will always be a reason to make these choices. But if they are not in line with your personal vision, so what are you going to do when it comes to getting your personal vision on? You have to reflect. Consider
Yes.
your core value and strength. You have to be honest. Is honesty part of your core values?
Yes.
Honesty is important. It should be. You shouldn't negotiate on that. Let your yes be your yes because it will affect you, right? Let your yes be your yes. Integrity, all these important core values. You should never negotiate on it. Then another thing that can help you while you're doing your personal vision is picture yourself in the next 5, 10 years from now. What does my career, my relationship, and lifestyle, what will it look like? What do I want it to look like? Do I want to have a child in 10 years' time? For example, I'm 15. Do I intend to have a child in 10 years' time? If that is a no, then what am I doing in a relationship? What am I doing? I mean, these are just examples that we can negotiate with. Another thing that can help us is that can help you is write it down, sketch it. Even if you don't have the full picture, sketch it, write it down. Your vision helps you to reduce distractions. It helps you concentrate on what truly matters to you. And that will help you achieve a better result. For example, a child that has the tendency of graduating with a first class, and because you are so distracted with this, that, you are just confused, you are everywhere. You are just available because you don't have a vision. You know, some people they are available everywhere. It's because you don't have a vision. You don't know, have a
No
picture of
sense
what
of
where you're going.
focus.
So as much as you're doing well academically, check on your emotions. Are you somebody that as teenagers you throw tantrums and you think that's beautiful to watch? No, it's not. Right. So set realistic expectations and planning. So if this is where I'm going, how do I get there? For example, I'm 15. I want to become a lawyer. My dream is to become a lawyer. I would have graduated from law school by 25. Oh, that means that I must be in the art class, in the art arm of the secondary school. I would
Yes.
write subjects like literature, government. These are realistic things. So I can't be in sciences and say that magic will not happen. I will not become a lawyer. That means that you have to go back to the foundation and take subjects like government and literature. That is not negotiable. You have to write literature if you're going to be. I'm just citing an example. So when you set this realistic expectation, you begin to walk in that journey, begin to take one step after the other, just for you to achieve that thing. Another thing that is important for us to teach our children, as I always emphasize to my children, my son got his internship is doing his internship somewhere, but he's also got a job. But before now, that should be last year, we had a discussion about financial literacy. I said that the day they're already earning, I said the day that you begin to earn, the day that you earn, this is how you will do the money. Your money now is not your money. So what does that mean? I am still fully responsible. I pay your bills, I feed you, I do all that. So what do you intend to use money for? So if you make 100,000, for example, in a month, so you are saving 90,000. 10,000 I can give you to do whatever you want to do. You are saving it. And if you begin to save that now, imagine in what that will come to in 1 year. That'll be about 1 million. I mean, do you understand? When it becomes 1 million, that's when you can do an investment. That's how we have to intentionally teach our children how to build generational wealth. It's not a miracle. It's something that we have to consciously teach our children, right? We should raise intentional children. We should raise healthy children. We shouldn't raise children that will be time bound for their spouses in the future. You know, some people raise their boys different from the way they raise their girls. They believe that boys should be worshipped, call my Lord, my Savior. I always say that everyone who knows how to eat, they should know how to cook. Because cooking is a survival skill. It's not a sex thing. It's not a gender thing. Right? So if you're raising your boy, I hope you're not raising a time bound that will explode in the future. Raise your children, raise them well, be intentional. I always tell my son that I don't want my daughter-in-law to be sending courses to me in the future. So when I raise him, I don't raise him differently from the way I raise my boy. And a boy that will be 16 this year, you know what that means. So all of them, I have a timetable, very intentional. So this week you are the one cooking, next week you are the one cooking. In other words, these habits, they will get used to it. It's not going to be a big deal if he has to support his future wife. I'm already preparing him for some of the things that he will face. So if a woman says, please help me cook, it's not going to be like, in my father's house, we don't cook. But you know how to eat, right? So how intentional are we also as parents? How are we helping these people? So beyond financial literacy, I just diverted a little. Teach your children budgets. Let them understand. Let them be accountable when it comes to finances. When you give them 1,000, let them analyze how they spend it, even if you can afford it. Their future, your future that is watching, we thank you for it. Please teach them time management.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I really gave you the time to really, do your thing, because I know you're an expert when it comes to, topics such as this. So thank you so much. To further buttress your points, every child watching must know that they must have a definite sense of focus. They must be clear about where they are going to. It's just like a footballer on the field or footballers on the field. Every maneuvering, every shooting, every defense, what is the goal? To score, to earn a goal. So let your eyes be on the goal. Let your eyes be on the future you want to see, so that the choices you make now, your decisions, your subsequent actions would align with where you are going. Let it align with where you are going. And also from time to time, endeavor to prune your friends, endeavor to check your relationship with God. Because as I would always say, your relationship with God, intimacy with God, is the springboard on which every other thing in your life will thrive. If your relationship with God is, gotten right, every other aspect of your life will thrive. So in all that you do, in all the resolutions you'll be making from here on, endeavor to build intimacy with God. Let your relationship with God be the center of it. And also, your parents' relationship with God is not your relationship with God. Your parents' walk with God is not your walk with God. Although it will help your walk with God, but you need to
Yeah.
build your own walk with God. You need to build intimacy with God, and from time to time, endeavor to shun laziness. Okay? If the future you will not be proud of a lazy you now. A lazy you cannot get to a successful future. A lazy you now can never get to an admirable future. So in all that you do, because I know as an experienced coach that one of the major undoings of children of today is laziness and procrastination. Whatever you're
Yes.
supposed to do in the moment, you want to do it later. I will do it later. There's still time. Even some of my friends have not done it. No, don't be like that. Whatever needs to be done, do it in the moment. There was a scripture I came across in the book of Luke. Was it Luke or John? Where Jesus was speaking, he said, "My Father walks and I too walk." That means even God is not lazy. All right, so you need to shun laziness, procrastination, postponement, and build intimacy with God. And like Sister Buki said, all this mental health, oh, it's disturbing my mental health that you are saying. Many of you use it as an escape so that you won't be accountable, so that you
Yes.
won't be responsible. Yes, this mental health issue, put it on one side. Be responsible first. Choose good friends first. Shun trend and vogue. Try to, to practicalize delayed gratification. A lot of
Mm-hmm.
things you are eager and anxious and restless to do now, they are not fit for your now. If you eat tomorrow's bread today, you will go hungry tomorrow. If you wear
Yes.
tomorrow's clothes today, you will be naked tomorrow. Take it one step at a time. Stop compressing your future into your present. Whatever you need for the now, do it well for the now, and wait for the future to enjoy what is meant for the future. Okay, practice purity and chastity. Preserve your body. If you're a girl watching me, preserve your dignity. Don't let anybody disvirgin you. Don't let anybody poke things into you. Reserve and preserve your body. Let your dignity be intact, so that by the time you get into the future, you will not have, nail biting regrets. A lot of your parents have regrets that they cannot share with you. They wish they made better choices. They wish they listened to the advice of their parents. They wish they never copied negative things in the society back then. And because they are to where they are now, they are reading with regrets, but they cannot tell you. So if you do not want to live a life in the future where your reality will be bedeviled with regrets, then you need to make choices that will not make you regret tomorrow. The future you is waiting. The future you is watching. Sister Buki, I'd like you to round up with a statement or two to further encourage them as we end this live broadcast.
All right. So thank you. In conclusion, every action counts. Your vision, choices, and habits today are the building blocks of your tomorrow. Take intentional steps to become the person you admire. Your future self will thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. God bless you. Thank you so much. So I believe this is all for this program tonight. I would endeavor to bring Sister Buki back on for an episode 2 so that we can have it deeper. I'm having a program with my mentees on Google Meet platform by 8 p.m. That is why I'm trying to round up so that I can get back to my mentees. So if you're a parent watching me and you like to get your child registered into my virtual mentorship program, I want to encourage you to do so now. Because throughout the month of August, I'll be having godliness and morality conversations with the children on a private platform, virtual platform, Google Meet. So I don't want your child to miss out on such a profound program. It's going to, really build them up mentally, spiritually, and, help their spiritual lives too. So please, you can reach me on 08038408948 so that you can get your child registered. Thank you so much, Sister Buki. God bless you. I'll chat you on WhatsApp after now. So my name is Dr. Taye Lolu. God bless you. If you are watching me here right now and your child is in my mentorship program, let's navigate to Google Meet so that we can have our 8 to 8:30 class. So God bless you. Good night, everyone. Thank you.